Today I feel like $1 million. But what if I had $1 million? How would I feel? I mean, there's millionaires that feel like $5 some days. Some days they feel like $1 billion. Works in reverse and it's all relative. Here right now, we're talking a little bit about money and food. This one just opened here in Ozone Park. I'm gonna try it out. Panera Bread's coupon didn't work. And right in line with what I'm talking about today, if I was Joe Rogan and had all sorts of green, I would have just got it without the coupon, but I'm not. So I'm rooting around for somewhere else to eat. Maybe take a walk across this way and see what's over there. Surely I can't have trouble finding somewhere to eat in New York City, right?
Very sweet piano music by Robert Schumann here at WQXR. It's 19 minutes past 9. I'm for Steve Jeff. Lovely day today. Highway 78.
Original plan was Dunkin. Tried to order at home. App got all messed up. Didn't do the order right. Tried Panera. Their coupon didn't work. Back here again. I don't give up. That didn't work. Maybe Bagel Cafe. Those days where everything goes wrong and you got to just forge through it. All for the love of food. Find something to eat. I mean, it is New York City. But these apps, those things are meant to make everything easier, and then there's all sorts of glitches with them. To stop in here. Key food. Definitely gonna find a place to eat. But yeah, money. Money, 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 money. Like if a poor person found like a $5 bill on the ground, they'd be like ecstatic. If a rich person, a billionaire, doing their little financial games they do where they're buying, selling things, and they won $10 million, they might be disappointed that it wasn't 20. It's all perspective, perception. It's crazy how that could change. Me, I'm just a simple guy from New Jersey. What do I know, man? What do I know? Whole wheat pita today. It's an odyssey. Try number 3 at Dunkin' Donuts. I'm gonna download the app from here, fresh style, and see what happens. Yeah, Dunkin', you did us dirty. Stuff's not, app's all jacked up, guys. App's all jacked up. Reminds me, I'm gonna go to this place. Reminds me, a friend of mine, rest in peace, Rosemary, used to hang with at Starbucks. She was gonna make these little YouTube videos like, expose things. And she did it on here when it was still called Dunkin' Donuts, but she was out front and she would call it Dirty Dunkin' because they wouldn't clean the bathrooms, and she did a whole big thing on them. I love it. Rest in peace, Rosemary. She'd stand out front and oh my God, good memories there. Dirty Dunkin'. All right, Bagel Cafe, here we come. Just check the menu in there. Planes today. That looks good. So that's the choice for today. Bagel Cafe, Howard Beach. Let's do it. Yeah, if you don't think I'm going for that, you're crazy, baby.
She's done.
Wow. How about this odyssey, folks? And the beat goes on. Because I'm just using my 12 mini, there's no cell service with this. I use the Wi-Fi. I can't order online through the phone using the Wi-Fi from Dunkin' Donuts because it's unsecure network and they're not going to let you use your credit card on that. Ain't this about a day? This is the funniest thing. At home, Dunkin' Donuts app or order goes through, it messes it up. They put something in before the thing I wanted was in there, and that got messed up. Decided to go over to Panera, go in there. Their coupon doesn't exist now. When I get in there, use their Wi-Fi, magically it's gone. Then go back to Dunkin', try to use their in-store online thing, the little touch screen in there. You can't even sign into your account using that. Moving to the next one, Bagel Cafe. Oh, I'm gonna get anything no matter what. Then it's like $5 off your first online order. Walk across the street to Dunkin' Donuts to use their Wi-Fi, unsecured connection, can't place an order. Now, there's this place. This is fun. Old Country Bagel. No country for old bagels, baby. Let's go. New York without the sirens. At the beginning I made that quote about, I feel like $1 million, but what if I had $1 million? Well, I'll tell you. If I had money like Donald Trump, Elon Musk, or that kid who created the floss dance, I'd eat out every day. 3 times a day. Like Larry David on Curb Your Enthusiasm, every meal outside. Because I believe we need food to survive and community to thrive. So being out, eating, hanging with people, I love it. Early, midday, late at night, anytime. I used to read this book about Frank Sinatra, how after his shows in Vegas, he would hang out all night till 4 in the morning, eating, drinking with everybody at the table. And I would get emotional thinking about that, because that's what I would do. But I guess I could still do it on a smaller scale. Eat cheap, go out every day. Or I could just make my own food, bring it and sit out in front of their tables. That would be unethical, and I would never do that. I do not recommend that. Making your food at home and sitting at someone's table outside. But yeah, all right, let me eat this and we'll get back to it. Took a bite, burned my lip. And I'm talking about in the video yesterday, in the vlog, about slowing down. The lady put the thing down for a split second, it was already in my mouth. How dare I do that? Anyway, there it is, your steak, egg, and oh my God, this show is blaring. Steak, egg, cheese on a whole wheat everything, which, like I said, I've never heard of. Jealous? It's like a prank show. What a choice for a bagel cafe. I kind of love it, actually. Very loud in there. I'm not sure if you heard what I was saying, but basically, I was saying if I had $1 million, like Musk, Trump, or that kid who does the floss dance, I just eat out all the time. Things like that. Breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Like I said, we need food to survive and community to thrive. So, that Super Mario Odyssey is over. Now, some more things to do today. Got to go to the post office. Got to drop off some pants at the tailor. Got to go to Stop and Shop. And then a little mini walk. Stay tuned. UPS line, baby.
But then I found like boxes of hand sanitizer. Remember the ones in that blue and green box? Yes, I was
UPS out of the way. I'm gonna drop those pants off. Got some pull-on jeans, which I love those. And make fun of me all you want. While you guys are buttoning and zipping and propping, I'm pulling and going. I'm 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12, maybe even 30 seconds ahead of you guys. So I'm laughing all the way to the Bagel Cafe. I'm eating, you'll still be parking the car. Here we are, baby. Sounds of the city, baby. They don't stop. They can't stop, won't stop. So what about you guys? What would you do if you had millions of dollars? What would be the focal point? Fancy cars. If you're a girl, probably like your house, you'll have like a boot room for all your boots. I watch these architectural digests where they have some of these celebrities showing off their homes. First of all, it's all like just, self-serving, but these women have closets as big as my house, okay? What are they doing? And they're in there, they're like breakdancing on the floor. People are watching at home just like, maybe this is why you rob banks, these people are thinking. But yeah, me, I'm content. You give me $1 million, I told you, I get that beach house. I get, unlimited night out eating. Days and nights of eating out. I tell you, that's a hell of a font on that Speedway logo. So, $1 million in food. The main quote of the video was, you can't buy happiness, or money can't buy happiness, but it can buy food. So, that's the truth. Kind of. I mean, money can buy you happiness, but it's temporary. And then all the other problems rear their head to the surface eventually. Like with the lottery winners. Happens to them. But it can buy you food. So you'll never have to worry about eating ever again. But once you get that kind of money, that takes a back seat. Like, I see people rich people just throwing food into the trash when they're done, or eating something, I don't like that, and then discarding it after a bite. Poor people ain't doing that. They're eating the scrap, they're eating the bone. They're like, are you done with that? The people are gnawing on bones, So, completely different way to look at things. They're appreciative of all this stuff and eat it right down to the marrow. Whereas people, the more and more money you have, generally, you'll just start discarding food at a crazy rate. Crazy. Why? This McDonald's here, since they redid it and turned it into a double drive-through, and the place is now really small in there. It used to be like a resort inside there. Well, it's kind of empty now. So of course my example of showing you now is like the worst time when there's no cars, but it's usually packed. And then you go to these mom and pop places and they're empty. And you go, so these people would rather eat this every day than try all these wonderful places, Roma View, Chipotle, on and on. Why they do that? Montauk, Malibu, and Miami. If I had millions, those are the 3 places I would go. Those beach towns. Just a little aside. We're at Stop and Shop, baby. Man, I don't know about the food thing. Yeah, you'd have to be a millionaire to afford some of these foods. I never understood why these so-called healthier things they price regular people out of it. Like peanut butter with 1 ingredient is like $7, and ones with 4 ingredients is like $2. And it would probably be easier to make them without ingredients. Less stuff to do, less stuff to put in it. You figure you could pass it along. But nope, we get all ripped off, man. The little people like us, you, me. In there, but they were playing Milli Vanilli at max volume, so sorry, no interior shots this time. All right, back home. Well, I'm back in my easy chair. And that wasn't that easy today. Oh my God. As you get older, I'm about, I'm 83 years old, that it gets hard, man. 4 hours of walking around. 3 hours and 45 minutes trying to find somebody that that has a working app or whatever. Anyway, I'll catch up with you guys in a bit, but I'm home safe and sound. Ponder on that too, guys. What would you do with millions of dollars, and would food become a thing, become more joyful, more of a priority? Now, food's already a priority because you have to eat, but I mean, would it be something that you treat like buying a new car or, you know, buying something fancy? Would food be that thing for you? It would be for me. I mean, I was thinking about Dave Portnoy when it comes to this. There's a multi-millionaire, eats pizza every day. Now, would he do that if he wasn't a multi-millionaire eating pizza every day? But the joy of that, knowing, hey, I get to keep buying pizza every day and eating it a couple times a day. Forget about the health ramifications. We're just talking about the pure joy of it, or the pure ability to do it. Another thing to ponder while we stare at this box. Yes, I bought the Barstool Sports pizza one time. I don't even know if you can get these anymore. I thought the box was cool. This plaque I have, well, this from inside his cookbook, this thing came in there on Bourdain, Anthony Bourdain's Perfect Burger. I took it out and got a frame for it. Thought it was pretty cool. Anthony Bourdain's a good example of somebody who was able to travel around and eat constantly because of the money he had. I mean, he got to really enjoy every day. He was probably just eating out. I mean, he wasn't able to do that if he was just poor or middle class. But anyway, boy, my hand's jumping all around. Anyway, yeah, I think that's pretty cool. But yeah, Anthony Bourdain, a perfect example of it. He got to live the dream of just going all across the world, traveling and eating. That's a dream. He was really beloved for that because people envied that. They wanted to be able to do that. So I'm not alone in thinking, you have money, travel and eat. Travel and eat. It's not about having this big house and just sitting in it because you have all these rooms and buying all these things that you would never buy and put up around it, paintings on the wall that you would never buy. But the food, you'd eat it. It's not like you're gonna buy a fancy looking food thing because, oh, rich people get it and leave it on display. You'd eat it. So it becomes something of value there, not just there to show off. Although I guess you could show off in your fridge and leave it open when people come over and put out all these expensive treats, but eventually you'd still have to eat them. The stuff in the house, you don't even actually have to appreciate or even use. You know, I'm sure they have like 15 cars, some of these people, and use 2 of them. I don't know, just a thought. Well, I'm back, had a little shower, shaved a little bit. And I do my best thinking in there, as you know. And I started to think about that odyssey I went on, and I was getting frustrated at points. All in the search for food, which some people, their search for food isn't done through getting a discount on a $1,000 smartphone app. Yeah, so I started to kind of meditate on that a bit in the shower and thinking, how lucky am I? I mean, I live in a first world country with chances of dying of starvation are slim to none. And now, keep in mind, I'm not someone who throws food out. I don't do that. The other day I had to get rid of milk. There was a little bit left. I didn't get through it in time. It started to go, and I was real upset with myself. I'm like, man, someone could have eaten this. Anytime I drank this, eaten it. At that point, it was probably food. But anytime I see something get thrown out, I think, you know, there's kids starving in Botswana, and we're throwing away remnants of eggs. And I think about the restaurants I was in today, trying to, the food establishments trying to get something, how much food they're throwing out. And I've seen that up close. Years ago, I was close with a friend in a pizzeria, Nunzio's, and all the stuff in the glass trays, they'd have to get rid of at the end of the night. You're not just gonna keep them. So they take some home, and then whoever came in at the end of the night, he'd say like, hey, you want a sausage roll? You want a couple broccoli slices, whatever, spinach slices, whatever was there. Because he wasn't gonna throw it in the trash. Places do. You'd be surprised. They do. They're not just gonna leave it there. So I don't do that. And I know that there's somebody that would just love a half a piece of an omelet left over while we're throwing them out like kings. So with that being said, I don't like throwing stuff out. But I'm human. So in my moment, in my life, the stuff with the apps was getting frustrating. And I'm like, this thing's not gonna work. I can't get this $2 omelet. I can't get this $5 off this bagel with cream cheese. And I had to step back to realize more that I'm no millionaire, but boy, I am rich in a lot of things. And there's people who aren't millionaires and aren't rich in a lot of things. The things that are important. Communal relationships, health, vitality, proper mind. And we know we have an issue with that these days where people's minds are going. But in my search for food, looking at all those places to find the food that was right for me, for the money I wanted to pay, I found something more important. I found that I'm pretty damn rich. And I wager a bet, a small bet, because I don't got that much money, that you are too. So for all our problems that, man, this internet connection isn't working across the street when I'm trying to beam a connection, so I can't get my $2 off. There's somebody right across the street that is praying. Somebody just looks at them and gives them a little assistance. So with that being said, I'm gonna cut this short. I'm gonna go relax for the rest of the day because like I said, I'm 94 years old, I'm beat. And in your life, remember that when you're looking for something, most likely you don't find it. Don't search. Just try to live in right in the lane of something that you're doing. Try to understand. Don't look at it as I have this need to get discounted because I'm on this pedestal in life, because I have this and I have these securities. But think of the other person who doesn't, and try to live right in that lane and realize, be mindful, be present and understanding that you are one of the lucky ones. And you know what, to be honest with you, even the homeless person on the street with a bum leg, they're pretty lucky too. But there is tiers of it. So let's not think we're up here that we're above feeling a certain way or acting a certain way, because we're human. But if we can be mindful and understand that money, I get it. It's a thing. But the other things that can't be bought with money, those are the things that ground us. You can't buy good friends. You can't buy peace of mind. And you can't buy yourself out of who you really are. You can live up in the Hollywood Hills But no matter where you go, there you are. And I'd like to think I'm a decent enough person and to understand that, hey man, what I had today was a first world problem. Though I was having fun along with it, there was frustrating moments, but all in all, it's a pretty damn good life. So all in all, I went looking for food and ended up finding something out way more important in life. And I hope you find those things too. I'm Tommy, this is Almost Zen TV. This is my life, and it's ending one YouTube video at a time. See you next time. I was thinking, if I was a billionaire and I could eat any 3 foods, well, let's rephrase that. I had to only eat 3 foods the rest of my life, but I can eat the best kind or unlimited amounts. What would it be? Well, if it was just one food itself, that would be pizza, grilled chicken, plain, and steak. Now, if it's something where everything goes together in one little thing, that would be Siggy's plain yogurt, grape nuts, and blueberries in a bowl. Just a little something I was thinking about. What about you guys? Let me know.